FCC Element 3 Question Pool Syllabus. Effective July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2027. Subelement G1, Commission's Rules, 5 exam questions, 5 groups 57 questions. G1A, General Class Control Operator Frequency Privileges, Primary and Secondary Allocations. G1B, Antenna Structure Limitations, Good Engineering and Good Amateur Practice, Beacon Operation, Prohibited Transmissions, Retransmitting Radio Signals. G1C, Transmitter Power Regulations, Data Emission Standards, 60-meter Operation Requirements. G1D, Volunteer Examiners and Volunteer Examiner Coordinators, Temporary Identification, Element Credit, Remote Operation. G1E, Control Categories, Repeater Regulations, Third-Party Rules, ITU Regions, Automatically Controlled Digital Station. Subelement G2, Operating Procedures, 5 exam questions, 5 groups 60 questions. G2A, Phone Operating Procedures, USB/LSB Conventions, Breaking into a Contact, Transmitter Setup for Voice Operation, Answering DX Stations. G2B, Operating Effectively, Band Plans, Drills and Emergencies, Races Operation. G2C, CW Operating Procedures and Procedural Signals, Q Signals, Full Break-In. G2D, Volunteer Monitor Program, HF Operations. G2E, Digital Mode Operating Procedures. Subelement G3, Radio Wave Propagation, 3 exam questions, 3 groups 37 questions. G3A, Sunspots and Solar Radiation, Geomagnetic Field and Stability Indices. G3B, Maximum Usable Frequency, Lowest Usable Frequency, Short Path and Long Path Propagation, Determining Propagation Conditions, Ionospheric Refraction. G3C, Ionospheric Regions, Critical Angle and Frequency, HF Scatter, Near Vertical Incidence Skywave NVS. Subelement G4, Amateur Radio Practices, 5 exam questions, 5 groups 60 questions. G4A, Station Configuration and Operation. G4B, Tests and Test Equipment. G4C, Interference to Consumer Electronics, Grounding and Bonding. G4D, Speech Processors, S-meters, Sideband Operation near band edges. G4E, Mobile and Portable HF Stations, Alternative Energy Source Operation. Subelement G5, Electrical Principles, 3 exam questions, 3 groups 40 questions. G5A, Reactance, Inductance, Capacitance, Impedance, Impedance Transformation. Resonance. G5B, the Decibel, Current and Voltage Dividers, Electrical Power Calculations, Sine Wave Root Mean Square, RMS Values, PEP Calculations. G5C, Resistors, Capacitors, and Inductors in Series and Parallel, Transformers. Subelement G6, Circuit Components, 2 exam questions, 2 groups 24 questions. G6A, Resistors, Capacitors, Inductors, Rectifiers, Solid-State Diodes and Transistors, Vacuum Tubes, Batteries. G6B, Analog and Digital Integrated Circuits ICs, Microwave ICs mics, Display Devices, RF Connectors, Ferrite, Cores. Subelement G7, Practical Circuits, 3 exam questions, 3 groups 38 questions. G7A, Power Supplies, Schematic Symbols. G7B, Digital Circuits, Amplifiers and Oscillators. G7C, Transceiver Design, Filters, Oscillators, Digital Signal Processing DSP. Subelement G8, Signals and Emissions, 3 exam questions, 3 groups 43 questions. G8A, Carriers and Modulation, AM, FM, and Single Sideband, Modulation Envelope, Digital Modulation, Overmodulation, Link Budgets and Link Margins. G8B, Frequency Changing, Bandwidths of Various Modes, deviation, intermodulation. G8C, digital emission modes. Subelement G9, antennas and feed lines. 4 exam questions, 4 groups 46 questions. G9A, feed lines. Characteristic impedance and attenuation, standing wave ratio, SWR, calculation, measurement and effects, antenna feed point matching. G9B, basic dipole and monopole antennas. G9C, directional antennas. G9D, specialized antenna types and applications. Subelement G0, electrical and RF safety. 2 exam questions, 2 groups, 25 questions. G0A, RF safety principles, rules and guidelines. Routine station evaluation. G0B, station safety. Electrical shock, grounding, fusing, interlocks and wiring. Antenna and Tower Safety 2023-2027 General Class.